Hi Leo, are you ready for your October 2020 Tarot Oracle reading? We've got the Mandala Oracle cards that we're going to start off with. We're just going to get right into it today. Thank you so much for being here. What messages do we have for the Leo? For October 2020. What messages? Clarity. Okay, so need some direction. We've got a lot going on. Need some focus. Be you. Well, wouldn't expect anything but from a Leo, right? Action. Okay, all right. So there's some type of clarity that's needed in order to move forward with some action. So it looks like a path, a direction. Maybe you need additional information to get the clarity. Regardless, it's important that you keep the authenticity of you and who you are, and not let that affect any of your action. Like, make sure that all of the action that you're going to take in October 2020 is in alignment with your authentic self, okay? So, and you're going to have to filter through some things. So we're going to get some clarity on the clarity for that. But it looks like, the clear quartz is at the bottom here. I was just gonna say, if we had like some clear quartz energy that we could bring in like this, then we can, what information do the liquid crystals have for us? I'm gonna read this clarity one first. Seeing clearly can be challenging when there are many obstacles in the way. The more we look at the obstacles, the more overwhelming things can be. Focus your attention on the center of this mandala. Notice the obstacles are not preventing you from clarity when you come to center. So it's all about getting into coming to center, some quiet time with the mind, so you can have some clarity on the authentic you, and then you're going to be able to move in the proper direction and take the correct action, because otherwise it's not going to have all of your authenticity, and so then there's just going to be issues and problems. So we're gonna, all right, what liquid crystal messages do we have? Ooh, red jasper, nurturing. I love it. Okay, actually I want to read that from the liquid crystal book, the red jasper. So red jasper is such well, let's see what I don't want to say anything against what the liquid crystal book says. So let's see. If red jasper has come to you today, it is time to put yourself first and nurture the self. Take time out and do something special for yourself. Red jasper only appears when life is moving too fast and needs to be slowed to a pace that is more suited to you as a person. That's what I was going to say, is a lot of times when it comes into our existence, is because we have a lot of confusing things going on, and there's like utter chaos basically. So that's right, kind of on the same lines there, and it's time to slow the pace. Allowing life to move at a pace that is suited to self is actually quite easy. The hardest step is the first. This is because those that do not nurture the self as often as they should, often excessively nurture others. The mind has to be retaught that loving the self is the first step to truly loving the rest of the world. Stop putting it off. Book yourself in for that massage, facial, or simple time out. Put it in your diary and do it consistently. Once is not enough. Okay, and the quote is, I love myself, nurtured I am of service. So that's great. So, and it's good that when you are getting in alignment with your true self, then you're going to know exactly what you need for your clarity here. This mandala is all about you having fun being you. Embrace yourself. Be proud of yourself and all of your accomplishments, mostly for being you. It is such a free feeling being your true self and knowing that you can be you. So that's great. That's I just love those colors. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. So what other messages do the liquid crystal oracle deck have for the Leo? For Leo, October 2020. Leo, October 2020. What messages do the liquid crystal cards have? Liquid crystal, opal, yes. Emotional magnification. We just, one of the other readings just had this. I think it was Gemini. So this is about coming into emotional alignment after there's been, actually this is a lot like Gemini's reading now that I'm thinking about it. There's needed some clarity and some different paths to take, and with this emotional, it's like an emotional balance almost, because you're bringing some emotion into it because you've been kind of somewhat driven in a way, and this is all telling you to care for yourself, like you've been doing something for someone else or something else for quite a long time now, Leo. And I think that now, and it's not, you know, I mean, Leo likes to have fun, but Leos can really work really hard sometimes too. And it looks like there's just been a lot of focus on everything but yourself. And now that there's going to be a little bit of clarity, and you're kind of seeing that, like the eyes here, you're kind of seeing now that you do need to have something for yourself, and have that authenticity kind of come back up. And with the red jasper and the this is all about emotions and nurturing. This is all real feminine, some feminine kind of energy here, with the, in response with the action. So I mean, the fact that your action is not to go full force or anything, but your action is actually to take care of yourself. So that means that there's a little misalignment there where you need to have a little more of the feminine energy coming in for that nurturing and the emotional part of you. This is all very emotional and calming energy. So can we get a clarifying message here, please, from the Eternal Crystal cards? Apophyllite, connect. Okay. Apophyllite, connect. And then this has got to be something with the clarity, I feel, is possibly you're wanting to get outside of that masculine energy form, that you're trying to kind of lighten it up and kind of go to the other side of the feminine side. And it is very difficult to have that balance. And I think with the connection here, with the apophyllite, it's going to just kind of mold it into one. It doesn't need to be an either or an or. This is about connecting and making it all into one. So can we please have another qualifier card on the mandala cards here, please? One more mandala card here for the clarity. Inner strength. Okay, yeah, inner strength. And this is all about, it's not that there's anything like trauma or negative, going on or anything. It's just, it appears that you're a little bit tired, and you've had to, and strength, of course, is in the tarot is the Leo card as well. So it's like you have all this strong energy, and it's time to just take that back seat and relax a little bit and come to center a little bit more and have a clarity before you're moving forward. This action is all about the action to just take care of yourself. Let's see. I'm going to bring in a fairy. Fairy, what messages do we have here for the Leo for October 2020? What messages do we have here for the Leo for October 20? Moving forward fearlessly. Yeah, you just need to stop and take a break, you know, first, and have that wholeness about yourself before. I mean, you're a Leo. We know that you're going to be fearless in all of this. So okay, what major arcana messages does the White Sage Tarot cards have for us today? This is the White Sage Tarot with just the major arcanas. Whoops. And that's the Tower. Okay. And let's see what she has to say here. This is Teresa Hutch, and I will read her interpretation before I give you mine. Change, upheaval. The tower comes crashing down, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. Water down below reminds you that you don't need to sink or swim, but rather float or go with the flow. Change is part of life. Now, I am going to read the reverse because it came out kind of like that. So I'm going to leave this up to your own interpretation, and I'll give you my interpretation in a second. But the reverse, you know, that was that way. And now if you wanted to take it that way, because it was like that. So reverse, subtle change, shift in traditional power. See, shift in traditional power. Remember how I said it was all this masculine energy and you're switching over to this like feminine energy. The tower in reverse may indicate a shift in long-standing power hierarchy in your life. Those you held in the highest regard may show their mortal flaws. Yes, okay, so, you know, there's a chance that there's some kind of, you know, major internal transformation where you realize that, you know, embracing your feminine qualities, feminine energy, whether you're male or female, that doesn't matter. I'm an Aries and I have a lot of masculine energy in my chart and everything. So it just depends on where you are. But this is kind of like, you know, switching, and you're coming to terms with and clarity with realizing how, if when you let the divine feminine in like this, how you can still move forward fearlessly and still have all that inner strength. It doesn't have to be just because of the masculine energy that you embody. So I think that you're kind of on a new authenticity type of journey of getting in touch with your divine feminine. So very cool. Very cool, Leo. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your October 2020 Tarot Oracle reading, Leo. And thank you, and hit the like button, and please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it very much. Peace out.